Alright, picked up these gas tanks a little while ago. So I want to see how bad all this bondo is on these things. See how butchered up these things are, these are panhead tanks. So I'm going to go ahead and blast them off a little bit. All I got is beads in the machine, not sand, so it's not real aggressive. It's more for cleaning cases like these up, aluminum. Do a better job. But anyway, we're going to try the, see how good this paint is. I'm sure it's got a lot of bondo on these things. So I'm going to clean them up a little bit, see what it looks like. See how easy it comes off. Okay, as expected, not much was happening on that. So you can see how the bondo is pretty thick around in here. And the paint, definitely it's thick paint, don't want it coming off. There's a lot of primer under here also. You can see it does go down to bare metal if you stay on it long enough, but it's real thick paint. In bondo. So, to get that off, we're going to use a torch, the rosebud tip, a putty knife, and a hammer. Knock off the heavy crap. So, instead of using a toxic paint remover, we're going to have carbon deposits in our air. We're going to make a mess. So anyway, this is how I do it here. Heat works great against bondo and paint. Let's fire this thing up. In case there's any flame that's in here. Well, there's nothing in there. Make sure there's no gas in there before you do that. No more oxygen there, good burn. I thought it's pretty heavy. About a quarter stick, at least. Thicker right here. It's a half-inch stick there. Probably a big dent in there. how it's coming off. The year of the tank's starting to be revealed now. So you can see all the bondo in here is pretty thick. It is coming off though. Light to work here would be nice. Oh, I think it was on. There it is. Alright, tank's warmed up now. So the intake is pretty clean inside, it's just full of rust. So anyway, it's full of bondo here. You can see all the thick layer of paint, bondo. The paint's all soft and heat. See, it's getting over the knife here like this. See the layer of bondo and paint coming off. It starts to get hard, just put more heat on it. Oh, look at that. Make sure there's something down there. Oh yeah. It's like goo down there. Tank's pretty hot right now. So you can stick this in an oven too, but make sure it's not your cooking oven. It doesn't hurt to have an extra oven laying around it for industrial applications. And look at all that crap coming on. And I knew there was some kind of an abortion over here. Anyway, you get the idea what it takes. So I can see the holes in here where the trim was. So this looks like it's a 52, 53 tank, what I can see right now. I don't see any major dents in it, which is a big plus. I thought it might have a big dent in there, but you can see how thick the bond is through here. There still might be a big dent in here because that's a lot of bond. But, oh well, I'm going to keep out this. Let me back a little bit. Okay, I've got all that cleaned up. That was about 45 minutes now I've been working on this tank I got here. So a good half hour I was out here scraping on the tank. So pretty much when the flame stops burning, you got all the important stuff off. Had a lot of dents in it. It's a little dented through here. As expected, a big dent through here. I was expecting something like that. So nothing bad up in here, it's all right through here, which is your normal spot. When you fall down, you cause issues. They welded up the hole there for the shut-off rod, which was expected. The rest of the stuff looks okay. Obviously it's had the big repair in here we already knew about. And the bung was welded in over there, which looks like dog shit, but it is what it is. I wasn't expecting much more out of this gas tank. So with the double ribs going across like this, like I said, this makes it a 51 to 53. 52 and 3 I think had that. And 55 and 6 they had a different badge. I'm not sure what pattern they had, so it could be all the way through 56. So it is an early tank. Anyway, that can be all knocked out. The easiest way to do that is to cut the tank, the whole thing up and all the way through here. Cut the whole back panel out of it. You go in there, metal work the piss out of it. Get the whole tank all squared back up and weld it back together. That's the best way of doing it. The expert way of doing it, you get a nail gun and weld a bunch of nails on there and try to pull up all these low spots. The only problem is panhead tanks are made out of tissue paper like cars are, so they don't bend like that. Pretty much all you do is make holes in the tank and make it worse than it could possibly ever be if you did it the other way. But, or just leave it and bond over it. Okay, now that's all cleaned up like that, I'm going to have a quick blast on it and see how quickly that comes off. We'll be back. Yeah, we're building that heat right now. So there's what the tank looks like with the first shot of air before I ran out of air. Very good. Like that. This is what it looked like before I scraped on it. This is what it looks like after you blast all that crap up. Comes off pretty quick. They're going to put these stragglers here you got to work through the bondo. The high spots right here. So So this one here, got 2 rows of badges right here. So this would be a Harley strip right here, and then this is a bar over here. This would be 52, 53. As I recall. 54 and 5, they had a V type thing on there. And I don't know if this is the correct one for that. I don't think it is, but it might be. I'm not sure. Don't remember. I haven't looked at this tank for 2 years. Glass a little bit on the inside in there. Kind of crowded in there. Anyway, you spend about an hour on it, help get all this crap off, and you got something to work with. At least now you know what you have. Before I knew it was full of binder, that's all I knew, so now I know more. Here's the other tanks I bought. They just sit around until I clean them. Those weren't as nasty as this one. I'll get this glass down here next so I can see how bad that is. It's definitely all bubble gum all around, but we'll see. Alright, we'll be back a little bit. Building up air pressure.